We live in a world of color. These colors brighten our experiences in life and bring joy to our world. We perceive these colors through the use of our eyes, allowing us to see the beautiful phenomena in nature, from rainbows, sunsets, the northern lights, and more. Let's take a look, shall we? The eye is like a camera. It consists of the cornea, aqueous humor, along with a crystalline lens. One important part of the eye is the retinal cones, and these contain proteins called opsins, which contain molecules that are sensitive to light. Humans have 3 types of cones that detect either blue, red, or green. When a specific wavelength of waves in the color spectrum hits these cones, molecules within opsin respond by changing shape. This causes a cascade of chemical reactions that ultimately send an electrical signal to the brain. However, these cones limit the extent of the waves of colors humans can see. Other organisms, such as bees, possess an additional 4th cone compared to humans. This allows them to see beyond the colors we see into ultraviolet light. This ability assists the bees in searching for flowers, which ultimately helps in their pollination. Though most of us can detect all colors of visible light, not everyone can. Color vision deficiency, also known as color blindness, is a common condition that limits what colors the eye can see. 8% of men and less than 1% of women around the world have this condition. There are several ways to test for color blindness, such as the one you see here. What do you see in the image? Some of those with color blindness would not be able to see the number 3 in the picture. What might possibly be the cause of this? It might be due to conditions such as genetics, eye damage, and environmental conditions. Some suggest the failure of successful retinal cone development, while others believe that the condition originates from a defect in the production of photopigments in the X chromosome. There are 3 common types of color blindness, each characterized with defects of the eye's cones. Anomalous trichromacy is when one of the 3 cones have a different perception of light. Protanomaly is when there is a reduced sensitivity to red. Deuteranomaly is when there is a reduced sensitivity to green, and tritonomaly is a reduced sensitivity to blue. There are other conditions in which cones from the eye are missing, such as dichromacy, where someone only has 2 cones, and monochromacy, where one cannot see any color. Though deficiency of the cones can limit one's field of color, what happens when there are extra cones? This phenomena can exist in humans and is known as tetrachromacy. This is where someone has a 4th type of cone and they can see colors beyond what a typical human can see. Conchetta Antico, an Australian artist, is a notable person with this condition. Another notable individual is Alek Komar, who acquired ultraviolet vision from a cataract surgery. He is one of the few people that can see ultraviolet light. The implanted crystal lens, or artificial eye lens that one receives in cataract surgery, does not filter out ultraviolet light like a biological lens. Thus, he is able to see partially into the ultraviolet spectrum of light. The results show a promising future of integrating tetrachromacy in the future of optometry, technology, and medicine. One significant development in the field of optics and medicine is enchroma. It improves the perception of color for the colorblind and improves their ability to tell different colors apart. This technology was developed from research in perceptual psychophysics, photopigments, and the neural communication between the eyes and the brain. The mechanism works by using a type of lens that filters specific spectral regions where a maximum overlap of lights occur, such as a region of red-green overlap, making it easier for the cones in the eye to receive color signals from the light it perceives. The color we perceive makes our life rich in vibrant hues that decorate and brighten our lives, but sometimes we forget how important of a role color plays. From primitive senses of telling apart food from poison to enjoying natural sceneries, color plays an important part of our lives. In order to truly understand its beauty, we must study and learn to appreciate how it is that it brings color to our world.